television and some criticism. And for me, I don't take that. I don't take that lightly, and I don't take it for granted. And I think that if you are a showrunner or a creative, it actually behooves you to listen to the fan base because they're not stupid.
Oi, oi, oi. What's up, everyone? Oh my goodness, this is a lot of people. Denver, y'all showed out for this one. Anyone fans of The Boys here? Did everyone enjoy the series finale? Well, this is a really special panel because it just aired 2 weeks ago now, and we get to break it all down live in person with the stars behind that very show. Well, anyways, guys, we're going to talk all about The Boys Season 5, The Boys main series, The Boys series finale with our guests here tonight.
It was hugely fulfilling. So much of playing Firecracker is playing her own performance and how that can shift depending on who is in the room or what room she's in, and she can put on 1,000 different sort of masks. And to see the fragility and the humanity behind that, and then also I think to find an arc that felt relatable for people, and it's uncomfortable, I think, for people to find themselves empathizing with Firecracker, but treating that sort of like crisis of faith with a sort of respect, not making that butt of the joke, I think was really important. The stakes being really high for her. So I was hugely gratified to be able to play the humanity behind the mask.
Speaking of new sides, Karen, Kamiko speaks.
I know, surprise.
What did it feel like to just, get to deliver dialogue as her and also just find her voice, which to my knowledge is not too different from your own voice?
Yeah, I think it was a really interesting thing this season. Obviously, we had to explore that whole new side of her, and we discovered that there's a whole new person under there. So it was shocking to me at first when I first read the script, and then it took a lot of massaging. And I think it's just a metaphor for how far she had come as a character, especially since season 1. She's kind of like a creature that's trapped and begging for survival, and then she suddenly becomes this individual, grows into a woman, has a romantic relationship, and at the end somehow there's an underdog story in there when she defeats Homelander. So I just loved her entire arc and where we took the character, and 7 and 8 were really tragic big plot points for her.
First of all, this is our first con since the show finale aired. So this is the first time getting to meet you guys. Now you don't know how much that means because we're television and movie actors. We don't have audience. And then meeting you guys and seeing grown-ass men come to my table and said, "I shed a tear for you, man."
Yeah, I mean, crazy. I remember doing my self-tape with my mom. Shout out to my mom. We almost didn't do the audition. I remember because it was the scene where Anthony pushed me off the roof. That was the scene where how do we do this? I fall, and then this seems so complicated, but we did it.
What?